Hey y'all, I just wanted to demonstrate really quick some oddities that are happening with the web GPU picker. Right now I have the actual Babylon JS1 spun up, which just to demonstrate that it's not something happening with the method that I'm using. So right now I've got the sphere up here, the ground plane, and the this instantiated asset here. If I double click, I get the ground plane, that's correct. Double click, I get the sphere, that's correct. Double click here, I get nothing. It's as if the picks are getting eaten. It took me a while to figure out what was going on with that, but with my method, it's a lot easier to visualize here. So I'm gonna switch over uh, and show kind of what's happening. So if I switch over to my picker, it's going to bind a material to each one of these to kind of show which ones are being pickable or not. Um, and so we're actually going to get rid of the ground mesh here just to make things a little more easy to visualize. So you see it turn red there. That is correct. That means it's got bound. If I go here and start mousing over this, I can see directly, I've got the information that I'm expecting, the ID of the one, the depth, and the azimuth or whatever that I'm doing. But if I come into here and I give this picking debugger back, you'll be able to visually see, uh, well, I mean, it would help. Let me pause this. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to get my little picking sphere here to start coming back. So basically, yeah, it works on, the spheres, and it also works on instances. If this was an instance sphere up here, everything would be fine. But if we look now at this chair, it's got all sorts of weird stuff going on with the colors. It shouldn't look like that essentially. It should be a solid red color. And if I start hovering over this, you see I get all sorts of weird value responses. And that's because even when I bind my shader to it to have it visualize the colors, it's going off. And that's the same thing with the if we did it with the regular Babylon JS picker, that's why it's not picking up the instance of the mesh. Uh, One quick way to get it to at least visually appear correct, I've noticed, is that if I turn off the vertex colors on my debug material, at least now it appears correctly. So that seems to be related to the vertex colors, but still on my underlying shader now, when it does this pass, it's still getting the weird colors. It's still we can't visualize it now that I've turned it off, but it's I can guarantee it's doing the weird vertex colors and vertex norm or alphas and stuff like that because the behavior is still the exact same here. I need to figure out why assets like this are causing both the GPU picker that I'm creating and the built-in Babylon GPU picker not to work. So any input would be great.